All right, we should be live now. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro. All right, take it away, gentlemen.
Seeing how fast that was, Dwayne?
What?
I was trying to count down the intro, but I figured out that I need two hands. I only got one. So.
Okay. I have no clue what you're talking about.
The intro, it counted down from 10. I can only start at 5. Because I use the other hand to hold the phone.
Oh, okay. I
don't know.
Okay.
It sounded retarded. I was having fun. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But look, P sent 3 topics. I don't know. The first one I can't really speak on. I forgot what the second one was. I guess the third one I can speak on, which I really can't because I don't have any children to speak on. But I had this conversation with another group. And
well, wait,
like I got mixed reviews on it.
Sean, can you hear me? Before you start speaking on, before you start speaking on it, let me actually put it up so people know what you're talking about. So you want to start with number 3?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hello, Dwayne.
Hello.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Everybody.
I ain't know you was here.
He ain't welcome people or nothing.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, good evening, everybody.
I don't know.
Welcome.
Hello, 4 people. Well,
yeah.
It might be 4.
It don't matter how many it is. You still say hello.
Yeah, welcome to the But Why Live podcast. This is episode 138. That's actually
episode 21 of season 2. Hey, Rachel.
Okay. It's about the same.
Right. We had a couple lost ones.
Yeah, the lost episodes. It's gonna be on the DVD set. Yeah, when we come out with that. But yeah. Hope everybody's having a good night. Had a good week. So we just gonna dive right into this thing. As you can see, we down a member, but only for a couple minutes.
Yes, he will be with you all shortly.
Yeah. So right now we just have the talking circle.
Y'all look a mess. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and share the visual so people can read it for the topic, and then you guys can jump into it. Give me 1 second.
Right. Take it away, Vanna White.
You know how I do. All right, can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read it as well, just to help anybody who can't see it. So this is a post from social media. It is a screenshot from Cash App for $2,000. It says, for being a good daddy. And it says, let me go ahead and throw this out there because I've been seeing a lot of shade. I break my kid's father off every year for our kids around tax time. He get on my nerves and I can't stand him. But at the end of the day, he's an amazing daddy. You got to do good to get good. I will always have his back as long as he does right by our kids. So I'm going to stop sharing. And that brings us to our first topic, which is, should the primary parent share tax/stimulus money with the other parent? And this came up because, if you have kids with this stimulus bill that they just passed, you are going to get a substantial amount of money for those kids. And so the question is, if you are the primary parent that's receiving that money, oftentimes it's the mother, but sometimes it's the father, should that be shared with the other parent? Granted, if they are a present and active role in the child's life. Take it away, guys.
Well, Ashawn, I know you said you couldn't speak on it because you had no children, but I mean, you can still speak on it. I mean, you should still at least have an opinion.
I can speak on it, but I feel like my opinion doesn't weigh heavy because I'm not part of this situation to really have the answer. But I mean, as Pietro would say, I troll people on this post. I've been seen it a few times, and I say the same thing. Like, do you want me to be a good father or a bad? I'm like, am I gonna get some of this money or not? And you know, like she said, that has no bearing on me being a good parent. But you know, I feel like why I can't get broken off.
Right.
That was the question, though. Do you think they should? So what you're saying is you think the primary parent should break off the other parent?
I don't see why not. It's a 50-50 thing. You want me to contribute and
They've all
take
had
care
to
of the
say yes.
child and all that. Why I can't get broken off? Oh yeah, sure, hell yeah. Bam.
Yep.
I mean that makes sense. You know, I mean, you know, coming from, you know, that perspective, I guess you said, well, it is a 50-50 venture in making the child. So when it's time to, I guess, for lack of a better term, reaping the reward of having the child or children, why, you know, you can't participate in that also. I mean, I definitely see that point of view. I just know for me personally, as far as my situation, I've never like asked for any tax money or you know, even brought it up or anything, and it doesn't bother me that my child's mother never given me any of it, because I feel like, well, she has our child pretty much all the time, you know what I'm saying, that money should go to her, you know what I'm saying? So I've never personally, you know, gave a damn about it. I don't ask how much she's you know, ever gotten, or like, hey, you got X amount of dollars, you know, you think you could, you know, like hook me up with like 500 or something like that. I mean, like she got the child 95% of the time anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, you keep that. You know.
And I get that. I think that's a good point.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I think it's a really good point that you're making, Dwayne, because I side with the person who posted it. I think that was great that she gave her child's father money, and it sounds like, or I'm assuming, because she didn't put any of this in the post, that the parent shares physical custody more than just what it sounds like you did. I know y'all are in different states. Just sounded terrible. Let me clear that up. But I'm thinking about a parent that's local and that's not only contributing financially, but is also physically caring for the child a large part of the time too. I think that's the considerate thing to do, especially if you're on child support or something like that. Like, why not alleviate that burden for the other parent for at least a little bit if you have the option to do so? I just think that's kind of co-parenting at its finest, in my opinion, that you would look out for the other person financially, because they do what they're supposed to do. And the tax money that you get back, it is a benefit to parents. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? That they have that dynamic with their parenting relationship. You know, obviously there are a lot of people that don't, but yeah, like I said, for me personally, we have me and my child have a pretty good relationship, and like I said, I've never asked for any of it, you know, and I don't care to ask for it. No. So.
Well, first and foremost, fellas, how y'all doing this evening? I I don't know what
Oh shit! I didn't even see you there, bro. My bad.
Hey man, you know, black is
I was a ghost over there, man.
Yeah, I'm black as Batman. Hey, hey y'all, hey, phenomenal job. Home down until I got in. I appreciate it. But just want to talk on the topic real quick. One thing I want to point out is kind of like what Dwayne just said, and we gotta as I'm trying to think of the word because I don't want to offend anybody. As adults, co-parents and adults, right? Somebody has to take the brunt of the burden of raising that child all the time. Like, granted, I get it, child support. If you ever, you don't even have to have a child. If you ever help in raising a child or children, you know right away the amount of money it takes. And unless you one of these, you know, celebrity people that's getting $1,000 on your child support, and you come down to a realistic people, you getting a couple $100 a month, it ain't nothing. That just for the child alone, going through that money, hell, less than half the month. You get what I'm saying? Just on everyday expenses that the children accumulates. So with that being said, whether it's from the man perspective or the woman perspective, I won't think that you be looking for any money from that other person, because truthfully, they gonna need that money a lot more with their child for the, you know, since they have them majority of the time throughout the year than you would. It's just my side of it.
That's how I feel. Like I said, that's what I was saying. I mean, like you said, I support my child and, you know, and everything else.
Yes.
You know, so
I see what
like
y'all
I said,
did.
she should have that money.
Yeah. Y'all sat there and took the Democratic vote. I see what y'all did. Okay.
No, it's not Democratic. I truly feel that way. Like, I say it all the time. You got to be mindful who you have kids with. We all heard the famous song "Cheaper to Keep Her." These are facts. It's cheaper to keep her. It's before wait for your time. I just about to say wait for your time, but I can't play it on here because we'll get strike against us on YouTube. But
we just gotta have a disclaimer, man. Like everybody else, we do not own these songs or.
Yeah, I'll be saying that shit, man. Then I don't know. I'll be saying that shit on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know how that shit works on YouTube. I think on YouTube, you have to be discussing it or reacting to it for it not to get strike, versus just playing it outright. Even if you're talking about it, I don't see anyway. Because we did our verse, we were talking about.
Do you know what it is? I guess since it's one of the topics, that's what it was. Damn, Swiss and Timbo were hating on us.
That's what it was.
Because we were gonna take over the game.
Because if you think about it, they should pay us for that Jeezy versus Gucci Man battle. I'm just saying, because we did our first. That's all I'm saying.
Copyright infringement. Hey, we can go back into the archives, you know.
Hey, man. Hey, only thing about it, we did live off YouTube. So ain't no archives. Anyhow.
I said, does that video even exist?
I mean, if it did, then we ain't never do about it. But no, like I said, it's not.
Let one of us run for office or something happen.
Then it'll
pop up.
Some kind of way they'll get that motherfucker out the grave.
Yeah, let's
at first the very first show they're gonna get that bitch out the grave. Mm-hmm. We all in trouble. Ooh. But like I said, it's not a Democratic stance, my son, in my opinion. I think it's just the right stance, you know what I mean? But at the same time, everybody has different views and opinions on it. So I'm not saying like what I'm saying to be the law. I'm just saying that's how I feel about it.
Can I add one other thing to that?
Sure.
Not to be long-winded.
Kind of.
But I think about Johnny, D'Angelo's brother, who has 6. Is it 5 or 6 now? He has Leah, Mac, Journey, Monica, and then the new baby.
I think it's
somebody
5.
Rose. Right?
Is it Rose?
No, Nova Rose? I don't know.
Oh, you said new.
Anyway. Yeah, he has a new baby.
Yeah, he just had one.
Maybe not even a month.
It's like a month.
Yeah, but so he has 5 kids.
I didn't know about that one.
None of them are from the same woman. So one woman's, the other kids are not one woman's problem. If you get what I'm saying, like one baby mama, she don't really probably give a fuck if he got kids with 4 other women, whatever. That ain't her business. But knowing that he is a very active father. He is very present and involved. He financially supports all 5 of them. Wow. If nothing else, and he's not even on child support for all of them, but if nothing else, even if I ain't give him no money, I'll be like, you ain't got to pay child support for, a few months or whatever, just to help alleviate some of your burden because I know you're present. So I'm going to save you a few $100s, even though I'm getting a few thousand for our kid. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I think it's just a consideration for another person.
But I think we're saying the same thing. Like me and Dwayne basically saying that we're not looking for it. We're not coming to saying, hey, knocking on the door, man, like, hey, motherfucker, you getting this money. I need my cut too. Right. Instead of if you were to hit me up and say, hey, check your mailbox tomorrow, check your account. You know what I'm saying? I trust me. Shit. I can speak for myself. I know about Dwayne. You send it, how's it gonna take you? And I was gonna tell you thank you so much, and then I'm gonna turn around and do, and I'm asking you what my child needs, and I'm still probably end up getting over half of it.
Right.
If I get the new Jordans, because them motherfuckers fly, but but nah.
After they trick off something in Magic City or something.
Hey man, you gotta do that. Yeah. They need love too.
Right.
They have money for their kids too. Go ahead.
They sure do. All right, Rachel Bay says she has a bonus daughter, and she don't expect the mother to send us any money.
So it sounds like it was a pretty, everybody was kind of on the same consensus with that. Good job. All right, which one y'all want to tackle next?
All right.
So them selling verses or our straight black men, the white people of black people?
Let's leave that one for last.
Okay.
Let's hit the verses.
All right, so I'm going to share
since they owe us some money.
I'm going to share the image. So y'all
yeah, we sure did not roll into that.
I'm sorry. Y'all want to, my bad.
No. I'm just saying, like when we mentioned it earlier, we should have rolled into it, but hey, look, we'll stumble into it.
I'm just blessing my ways, brother. I do what I ain't thinking about, but you're right.
Right.
All right. So, on one hand, you can call this a boss move. Brothers created something unique and getting paid. On the other, deeper hand, this is just Main Street capitalist America doing all it can do to reduce black ownership. There's been an inflow of acquisition. There you go. My bad. Of black-owned business recently. Your thoughts? So basically, they sold versus to Thriller.
Triller.
It's Triller.
It's Triller.
I never heard Thriller. Yeah,
like Jack Triller.
Yeah, like Jack Triller. I never heard of it. I think it's like some. I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck it is. What platform? I don't know if it's on platform, whatever. So basically, from my understanding, once you read this article, it basically said that they sold it to Triller.
You talking about Jack Triller with the eye, with the glass?
No, not him. No.
Okay.
They sold it to him.
It's a social media service.
Okay, there you go. So they sold to that platform, but they're still like some kind of on the board or on creatives. They're on, still on the team some type of way. They just don't have ownership of it, not complete ownership.
So they still getting a check for being okay.
Well, they got a check because they sold it for one.
But they still gonna maintain the check because they're on the board.
Yeah, they still get some kind of check too.
Well, no, being a board is a voluntary position. Now, if you're talking about a stakeholder or a stockholder, that's different than just being a board member. The board is the governing body, but that's not a paid position. But
in most cases, people who's on the board are stockholders.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, that's something different.
Yeah.
But that brings us to what the question is. So as we think about building Black wealth, is the priority or the focus just to get the money? So that's building it and selling it to somebody else, generally of non-Black persuasion? Or should the focus be equally on the money and ownership? Because those are two very different things. You can have the money and sell it off, and now you no longer have ownership, or you can focus on ownership. It won't be as lucrative because you don't have that large payout from an acquisition, but you have something that can continue to pay you over time and can become generational potentially.
Am I gonna go first? I got a strong opinions on this.
Dealing with that versus, it was smart to sell it because it's always going to be something that's going to come that try to knock it out of its spot and not make it number one. Not to mention, the people that's looking at versus is us. It's not the young kids.
Not me. I haven't looked at it since Jeezy versus Gucci Man.
So I mean, why not sell it? You can actually put your money into something that's gonna get you some generational wealth.
Yeah, I'm kind of along those lines. That in particular, I just think in time it was probably gonna fall off, anyways, or not, have as much traction as it did initially. So maybe it's probably one of those things like you get in, you build it up, and get your money while you can. At its peak.
It's like I was trying to tell y'all for years that the Falcons need to trade Matt Ryan and Julio when they still had a lot of value. And y'all didn't listen to me. Told me I was mad, man. Now,
well, obviously Timbo and Swiss listened. You're like,
yes,
hey man, you know what that nigga back in 2015 said? Hey man, let's go ahead and sell this. But yeah. So I mean, and I guess that's kind of like the pattern, kind of like with anything, like people create apps or whatever to build it up just to get that payout, and then somebody comes and acquires it or whatever. But in a way though, I kind of think them doing it kind of like it's kind of like a subconscious thing. Because kind of that's like, as in regards to this question, it's kind of how you like how we kind of been like programmed, like with money, and like Black people don't really own anything, right? And it's like money because we need money to get stuff. You know what I'm saying? And ownership doesn't really, in certain cases, it seems like ownership, you can't eat off ownership in a way. I don't know how I'm trying to say this.
I get that. Ownership is not a fast dollar like an acquisition is.
Yeah,
right.
It's you hustling to make nickels when ownership, when you can just sell and make a quarter.
Right.
They call it slow dime versus a fast quarter.
Fast dollar, baby.
Yeah, something like that.
And plus, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like what Ashawn was saying, you can get that money and do other things with it. You could take care of, whatever you need to take care of and whoever you need to take care of with, the acquisition. So, but I kind of think it's kind of like subconscious, like since we ain't never owned nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's my thing, right? It's business, and I never understand. And well, that's a lot. I guess I understand a little bit because we're in a space now where a lot of people are more quote unquote woke. So they're looking at everything that Black people do. Other Black people looking at everything other Black people are doing with a micro lens and having opinions on it, judgment, and et cetera, et cetera. But this is just business. This is how business happens. This is what business do. And every other race does the same type of business. When we do the business like this, it's why we sell out? No, that's just business. That's what happens. You're gonna have some people who are going to keep their business and monopolize it, into their own thing, a la slutty vegan. You know what I'm saying? A Black owned establishment, Black woman owned establishment. Matter of fact, where you're gonna have this versus thing, which is Black owned as well, be bought out by somebody else, and they, like you said, take them funds and do other avenues, do other adventures that's Black owned by the same people who created that adventure. You get what I'm saying? Like we can have all sides of it. Everybody don't have to be the same. Everybody don't have to move the same. At the end of the day, you're still gonna have Black ownership building for Black wealth.
It's like they did all the best verses already. What else can they do?
That's another fact.
I mean, but that's y'all.
That's another fact.
I think y'all are getting in the weeds on it though,
no,
and you're not looking at the bigger picture of it. Because I think to the original poster's point, a lot of times, and I won't say this is just Black businesses, I'll say it's brands in general, they buy smaller brands with the sole purpose of getting rid of them.
Yes.
So the thought process with the verses, no matter what the longevity could have been, Swizz Beatz and Timberland have been in the music industry for a very long time. I'm sure even if the current format was to get tired or whatever, they would have a way, they could get creative and spin it and freshen it up to appeal to whomever. So that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that this could have been something Black owned that was around for an extended period of time, but now it's been purchased by this social media site that is likely not Black owned. I don't know nothing about them, never even heard of them prior to this article.
Dang.
And it could be something that they just do away with.
Like FUBU.
You know what I'm saying? Like pet stores. I know pet stores, they will buy little small locally
just so they can compete against
pet shops just to close them.
Yep.
Just to get rid of the competition. So that's where the question comes in about Black ownership. Yes, in business, the objective is to make money. Totally get it. You can't build wealth without it. But the question begs, where's the balance between just the money and then the actual ownership of it?
Well, like I said, you have both though. We, as a people, we can do it all. Everybody doesn't have to operate the same way. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Slutty the Vegan hasn't sold out to anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure she got plenty of offers at this point. With her lines around the building, plenty of people probably like, hell yeah, we'll pay for
What's the name of it's an all Black pizza place that open another location.
You said what now?
It's a pizza place that just opened another location. What's the name of the one we went to?
Yeah, Slim and Husky.
Yeah,
Husky. They actually have multiple locations. But yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's multiple. It's millions.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Yes, it's millions of Black businesses that have done the Swiss and Tim way. It's millions that have done the, hey, this is gonna be in my family forever ownership method. What I'm saying is it's just business. And as a culture, we have to understand that because one person or one set of people decide to do their business this way, we shouldn't slam them. We should say, look at it and see where they're finna get into next. Because a lot of people use that capital that they're getting from this side to do something else with it. Like Piatra said, a lot when they do that with us, they do it for the sole purpose to close us down. Like I said, i.e. FUBU. When FUBU got bought out, they went ahead and they said it too. They got it with the sole purpose to shut it down in the urban market. Same thing Rockwell, Sean John, like all those urban fat form and stuff, all of them got bought out, and what they kind of just fading away to the Marshalls.
Sean John is still suing.
You said what?
Sean John is suing Sean John. I said Sean John is suing Sean John.
I mean, I can see that.
D is suing Sean John.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just how business go, bro. Because it was a liquor company too. The liquor companies that a lot of these rappers endorse, they don't own them liquor companies. It's only a handful of them who has had ownership into the actual brand itself. Because them cats ain't giving them no ownership. They giving you brand deals and paying you money, to represent brand and sell more alcohol, but you ain't got no ownership. They didn't have ownership in Ciroc when he first jumped on that bandwagon. He has ownership now, but he didn't have it at first. But yeah.
Well,
what's up, Raz? Raz says she think. Hold on, I'm pinging comment, Raz, because it's so intelligently written. I think people who are naysayers about the sale are not real business-minded people. It just, I don't know. I mean, I can't say they are, they aren't. I think people just have emotional feelings, like I said, because nowadays people are a lot more woke, and they get into their feelings about things like this because they want to look at it as selling out opposed to just business.
I disagree. I don't think that's. I don't know. Anyway,
well, you gotta think maybe also, it just depends on the individuals that you're talking about, because you gotta take into account their feelings. Because maybe Timberland and Swiss got in it to do this, and maybe they, you know what I'm saying, they never intended to have ownership of it, you know, for the longevity of it anyway.
Yeah.
Or anybody that's doing that, you know, like you said, some people could be doing it. They're like, you know what I'm saying, I want to build this up and I want to keep it for my kids and my kids' kids and so forth and so forth. And then other people might, I want to build it up so I can get as much money as I can to sell it and get out of it. So
and go buy other properties,
and do whatever else you want to do with that money. So people also got to take into account what the feelings of the people that's actually, you know, doing the transactions, you know, their feelings. So you can't have, you know, your feelings about it dictate what they do with their business or their app or whatever, you know, what you're talking about. So
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here first. What's up, Zahir?
Zahir.
Soon as part of my planners, kickoff. I'm talking about like nigga over the top. Oh, we selling the fuck out.
Oh, I don't know that that's my objective though.
Listen to you, boy. Cashing the fuck out.
Okay, you can have that opinion if you like.
But see that's what I'm saying though. See, like it's like part of my planners is hers. Like you said, like she said, she probably want to build it and don't want to get rid of it at all.
What camera? Dwayne, stop. It's not hers.
Okay, well, it's y'all's. Okay, well, you keep thinking that then, sir.
I will sell my half.
On paper, it's mine.
No, on paper, it's still ours, because on paper, we're still married. Anyhow.
It's probably 51-49. 51.
No, it's not.
It's 100-0.
Yeah.
Don't believe the height. Don't believe the height. All right, Raz said true, but it's Timberland and Swiss business. They can do what they want with you. Fast. That was toward the end of the comment. Oh, thank you, Raz. This Dwayne. Thank you. Very well said. I think you to my me. Thank you so much.
No one's talking about you.
Fast. They are. You're a naysayer, brother. Don't be a naysayer your whole life.
Right.
Sharon, what are you drinking?
Shut up, sell out.
Is that a diet ginger ale?
No,
it's a Pepsi. Dr. Pepper.
That bullshit.
Come on, brother.
Why do you want to
look?
I want him to drink something better for herself.
I do. I got like 6 cases of water. I mean, I probably only drank one bottle, but that's not the point.
You ain't gotta drink water
up
all the time. Get you some electrolytes in your body.
I do. I got Kool-Aid. See?
Oh, there you go. I like that. That's electrolytes.
Kool-Aid does not count.
Not that he got that skeet in Kool-Aid. That's that bullshit.
Yeah.
What's a good Kool-Aid?
You need to get you a pitcher, get you the packs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you need to make it personally, man.
That's no better. That's straight sugar.
Get your whole bag of sugar. Use half of it on one pitcher. Right. That way you know it's good. Stir it till the shit turn. It turned from being liquid to like syrup consistency.
And that's why black people get diabetes because of Kool-Aid.
Everybody out here with the sugars because of that shit.
Just off subject.
Bro, I already got
have y'all seen that before?
You trying to give me?
Huh?
Have y'all seen this before? I don't know if this is old or not. I had seen this post. This sports commentator. It wasn't for like a big sports event or anything, but you know what I'm saying, the two teams, you know, it came out or whatever, and they started playing the national anthem. And you know how like some people kneel, some people stand, put a hand on. Oh, you seen it? Yeah, and the comment.
I sent it to y'all.
She did.
Okay. I'm not sure.
I don't know what the hell y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Okay, well, I'm trying to explain it. All right, so it was a sporting event, and you know the teams was out on the court, and they was playing the national anthem, and one of the teams was kneeling.
It was a high school team. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it was a high school team.
Team.
And the commentator, he I guess he didn't know he was being recorded or whatever. Or I guess he thought he was talking, you know, in confidence.
His mic was off.
Yeah, or something. And he said, you know, he called them niggers because they was kneeling.
No. Say what he said. He didn't just call them niggers. That motherfucker said,
"Oh, he said
fucking knickers."
Yeah, he said effing niggers.
He
said it multiple
they
times.
Kneeling? Are they kneeling? Fucking niggas. I hope they lose.
He said, I hope they beat them, beat the brakes off of them. And then once, you know, once it came out or whatever, he blamed it on his diabetes.
Yeah, that's why I asked son. I asked you about that shit, son.
He said since his sugar was low, or he either had his sugar was low, or he had a spike. You know what I'm saying? It may, you know, did something to him, and it's like, man, get out of here, man.
I technically, he could be telling the truth. I technically cheated on the girlfriend when my blood sugar was low one time, but that's not important.
Wait, time out.
Man,
that's why old dude didn't put the condom on because his sugar was low.
What's the next topic, man? What's the next topic? Ain't no way.
Hold up.
No, man.
What you said, Shay? You technically you did what?
I was rubbing on the ex-girlfriend booty. My blood sugar was low.
What? And then you cut his camera off. What?
So your blood. So literally, your blood sugar forced you to sleep with a ex-girlfriend.
She was helping me get back to my classroom. I think. I don't remember the whole day.
Can't get his damn lie together.
This nigga said, "Oh, I get it now. So you saying your blood sugar was low, and you went weak to the legs, and so she helped pick you up and take you to your classroom, and while in the process of her helping you, this queen, you say, you know what? Let me feel this her booty real quick."
So
basically,
hope she didn't stealth you.
Yeah. So
she could have.
So you basically,
she could have. I don't. She could have took advantage of me. I don't remember. My memory's bad.
So you basically using the COVID explaining on this shit. Meaning, if I didn't have COVID, I would never got a cold and had gotten in a car accident and died. So therefore, I died because of COVID. So that's what you're trying to say? Next, your diabetes had nothing to do with what you feel in her butt. That was all you. You were just saying she would never be in a situation if your blood sugar didn't go low. That what you're saying?
You ever had a low blood sugar? You ever had a low blood sugar?
I have.
You don't understand.
I have. I'm not diabetic because anybody can get low blood sugar. You don't have to be a diabetic to have low blood sugar.
You don't count.
So Dwayne. So hold on, hold on, son. Hold on, son. Dwayne. So your blood sugar went low. When your blood sugar went low, Dwayne, did you do something egregious like filling a girl butt or AKA call little boys niggas?
No, I didn't. All I did was I felt like I was gonna pass out, so I went and got ate a Nutri-Grain bar.
That's nasty. That's some white people shit. That's the best.
Well, it was a solution I had for my low blood sugar instead of calling somebody a nigga or going to sleep with somebody. Oh man, let me go sleep on this person.
Hey, that nigga said. So what happened, son?
From school because of that. I was at.
You should have.
Somehow we do B lunch. I didn't go back to class until D lunch.
Okay.
So
what you get for filling on girl booties?
My teacher was looking for me. Bruh, I don't remember.
You know what the fuck happened, nigga. Let me guess. You was standing up, the girl was bent over, you pull your pants down, all of a sudden you fainted in that very moment and fell into some pussy. That what you trying to say happened?
So I guess it can happen.
that sounds so horrible. I mean,
everything else before that made no sense.
It got from raising my blood sugar. I got to do what I got to do to survive, right?
Wow.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, Raz said, Raz asked you a question, Sean. But Zahir asked how you doing, Sean. And Raz asked, do you have any negative effects? Do you feel the negative effects from the artificial sugar?
From the artificial
Where do you
sugar,
see that
like
at?
Splenda?
On the comments.
Yeah, like using
Oh,
artificial
she talking about.
sweeteners.
Oh, I
I
see
don't
it.
use artificial sweeteners.
If you drinking a
Unless you're
Dr.
talking about the
Pepper Zero,
Kool-Aid.
it got artificial sweeteners in it.
So let me
well,
ask you a
no,
question
I don't
though.
feel nothing. I've
I
been
use them
drinking Diet
packets.
Coke
Baby,
for the longest. I ain't gonna.
I was talking to you. That's why. I use them
You said
packets.
what?
What'd you say,
Do
Sean?
I use packets? I just said I don't. No, I don't. I'm so used to doing the sugar-free stuff. I just don't use the Splenda and all that secondary sugar stuff. I don't like it. It tastes nasty.
It does. It tastes weird. I guess because you say accustomed to like real sugar, I guess, or how real sugar tastes. It do seem kind of nasty. So yeah, that's just a it just seemed like he had to try to blame, deflect and blame it on something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going for that, man. You just mad because you got caught, bro.
Here you go, Sean.
No,
if you can
I
get
didn't
out.
get caught. I didn't.
No, not you. I'm talking about the guy. We're talking about the guy,
okay.
not you. Not you.
Okay.
We passed you, man. We're done with you, man.
I'm trying to look.
My truth.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Diabetes, you know what I'm saying? I can imagine can have some very negative effects. Yeah, but I don't think, calling people out their name is one of them. So
yeah, he didn't know.
What he didn't know, bro?
Sean, you can make up an excuse for anybody. Like that should be your job. You should be a professional excuse maker.
You should work for Olivia Pope, nigga.
Can I do that? Can I do that?
If you find somebody to pay you for it, hell yeah.
If Olivia Pope existed. Yeah. She was actually a real person.
She's not a real person, so
I'm making it a job.
I might need to inquire on Indeed.
Oh, really now?
It's not an inquiring thing. You would be building your own job. You would be creating your own thing. It's a new market.
And then you can sell it.
You know what? You should be happy with me. I'm making a black business.
You should go on Clubhouse and have a whole room dedicated to it. Raz
I
said
went
she
to
just
Clubhouse and I raised my hand and they never picked me.
I said make your own room. Raz said she was just curious. She asked because those ice flavored soda like drinks give her migraines from the artificial sugar.
Yeah, the ice, if I'm not mistaken, has aspartame in it. And aspartame. What? Oh, okay.
No, ice is disgusting.
Gotcha. If I'm not mistaken, ice has aspartame in it, and aspartame has been linked to like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like cancer.
Yeah.
I say that's the top thing to link to. I heard that.
Yeah.
All right.
I stick in my regular diet.
I think all those artificial sweeteners are bad for you, but I know aspartame is supposed to be one of the worst.
You don't Diet Coke got aspartame in it?
I think so, or I think it used to.
Now I gotta look at my can when I find it. Hold on, I dropped
figure that shit out.
Hold on, it's under the couch.
Oh shit!
What?
It's aspartame. He got a fresh, and they got a fresh batch of aspartame.
I can't even see this in the dark. Let me cut my flashlight on.
What we really doing that?
This is like Blair Witch Project.
Is it not? You feel me?
Or Paranormal Part 4.
I feel like something's gonna pop up. We're gonna be like, we go. And his camera gonna turn sideways.
I ain't never
gonna see him getting drugged away.
Bro, I ain't seen 1 through 3.
Yeah.
You don't need to see 1 through 3. You just need to see the one that you own. Did you find that, Sean?
In here.
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Yeah, I think maybe
I'm
like
still
a
not
lot of
start
diet
drinking
drinks
it,
have
but
it.
you know.
Well, I don't think
I
the
think so.
amount in there, just drinking one soda is gonna cause you a lifetime of health problems. But I guess
everything
over
is
time
causing us
and
a lifetime.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, real talk. I remember looking at the news years ago, and, and the chick on the news was talking about the shit that you shouldn't eat from the grocery store, nigga. It's everything.
Okay.
She was like hamburgers, hot dogs, cheese, bologna, ham, mayonnaise, chips, soda, some
she sounded
water.
like Shirley Caesar.
Yeah,
What you saying?
I was like, well, fuck, what
Green
the fuck you
tomatoes,
gonna eat then? All that shit, bro. All that shit is made. One thing that people don't know is that a lot of our food source is made with clone corn. And
I like corn.
that clone corn, huh?
I like corn.
Yeah, but you don't like it when it's cloned though.
I love it.
I mean,
What
shit ain't
difference
real.
make?
It's
Corn on
not
the
real.
cob,
So,
clone on the cob, it's all the same thing.
so when you eat this made up food, that's might have made in the fucking lab, it has side effects like AKA cancer, being one of the leading causes
This coming
of
from
cancer.
somebody that like Church's chicken. But don't you like
First of
Church's
all,
chicken?
first of all, churches, all
That
their chicken
handicap
is
ass
naturally
chicken.
fed and naturally raised in outside woods.
Really though, baby.
Second of all, I don't eat no corn.
On that.
I don't eat no damn corn from churches. How about that, brother? Hold on, Sean.
Who said
You
something about
can't
corn?
fucking talk,
I'm
nigga.
talking
You out
about
here, you out here fucking fucking up a KFC mashed potato bowl.
Sean single-handedly keeping KFC in business.
Single-handedly through the whole pandemic. Nigga out there protesting with the people like, now you
Bro,
need two mashed potato bowls. What's up, Michelle? Thank you. Ain't never wrong with churches and chicken.
You don't know what you're missing.
But she said okra and jalapeno.
Church's
Yeah, she
chicken
ain't said
is
nothing
like
about the damn chicken.
Hey, first of all, if one for the goddamn chicken, that okra and jalapenos wouldn't be there. How about that, son? Thank you.
I couldn't
Thank
tell you
you,
last
Rachel.
time I ate at churches, man.
Hey, whatever. Hey, y'all, you know what? Y'all some bougie uppity ass niggas. How about that?
Why?
Yeah,
We
Popeyes came with some fake ass spicy chicken. Y'all know how to act no more.
They got spicy fish now.
Hey, you know what? Newsflash: the fish got maggots, bitch.
Whatever. I had one the other day. It was pretty good.
Maggots
taste good.
Little fucking hater.
And after the zombie apocalypse, you're gonna have to eat maggots or something. So,
hey, look, the way she love that fish sandwich, bro. I sent the video to her with it had like worms or some shit on it. Then she hate me ever since, nigga. She ain't ate that fish sandwich no more. I hate you sent that to me. I can't fuck with it now.
Shit.
Good, nigga. Go get you some church and call it a day.
Whatever. I ate one the other day. It was good.
Hold on, Rand said since she cut back on processed food and junk food, she knows a bit difference in how her body feels. Of course, y'all saw Michelle. Ain't nothing wrong with churches, jalapeno, and the okra joint. Ashawn eat KFC, so he cannot talk about chicken fats. Don't hate on church chicken, double fats. KFC disgusting. We all know this. Popeye's fish sandwich is tasty.
Who said that?
Michelle and Rachel. And then he gonna razz that Popeye's fish tore my stomach up too. Too spicy. She said Bojangles fish sandwich is better.
I didn't even know Bojangles had a fish sandwich.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Let me tell y'all something.
I've been trying everybody's fish sandwich this Lenten season.
Let me say something to y'all though. Let's keep it real. We're all black people on here of a certain age. Some a lot older than others. It's there. But we all was raised on church of chicken. If you act like you wasn't, you're telling yourself a motherfucking lie.
Son, how chicken in the church? Not no church's chicken.
How do Sean? So you mean tell me you didn't eat churches growing up, bro? Okay.
Nope.
I know I got your mama number. I call her. And I got your grandmama number. I know your grandma probably church chicken, but she probably cook a lot more. But your mom damn sure fed y'all church chicken at some point.
She don't. She didn't.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact. I bet you didn't know that churches used to own Popeyes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or either Popeyes used to own churches or church used to own Popeyes.
Here we go with the lies. Let me tell you something, brother. Don't lie about it.
Okay. All right. Well, churches used to own Popeyes, man. How about that?
Rats, when I was a vegetarian, my body felt great. I couldn't eat out because there was a lot of options. It's not a lot of options.
I thought you were still vegetarian, Raz.
No, that was can be. She said Bojangles sounds better, but
Zahir, do you have a question?
See, Michelle said she was actually raised Sister's Chicken. What is Sister's Chicken?
What the hell is it?
Churches and Jesus Holy Christ is that? Yeah, I gotta try Bojangles fish sandwich with fries.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
So true, Michelle. Getting out is difficult. I mean, well, I guess it's trying to say eating out is difficult.
Zahir, do you have a question? Or
yeah, that's our hair right too.
Yeah.
It was awkward. I didn't know what to say. Like I was back in
just
school.
Ask it. You don't have to raise your hand. This isn't a classroom. You can just type it.
Go to KFC.
Free country and all, you know.
Let my people go. What you say? Go KFC? I'm not going that fake ass 1,700 herbs and no spices ass shit. That bullshit.
Please cook that chicken. No Colonel don't know about those. No herbs and spices.
But sir, he's talking about herbs and spices. You gonna be part of the goddamn problem. The Colonel is a slave owner, and we all know it.
Now I love you, baby, but you know I have to keep it all the way.
I don't give a shit.
What? Now D'Angelo ain't gonna tell y'all he real butthurt the other day. He tried to go to KFC and they told him they ain't sell grilled chicken no more. So you can't shit on KFC totally because you do like them.
So let me clarify this. I do not like KFC, not whatsoever. But KFC has a grilled chicken option.
Exactly.
Hey, Ashan, it did suck his talking. Hold on one second. KFC grilled chicken is an option that's a healthier option than eating fried chicken. I do not like the grilled chicken, but I just eat the grilled chicken because it's better than eating fried chicken. But they don't fuck up and took the shit off the menu in most locations. So now it's really like fucking. So there you go, Pietro. Shit on that.
You know what's hilarious? This conversation started about blood sugar.
Well, chicken right there with the blood sugar.
Oh man.
Yeah. If churches make you say the N-word.
Oh, she says I hear probably raising her hand, agreeing with being raised on church chicken. She said, no question. I was raising my hand to eating church chicken when I was younger. Yes, Popeyes had blackened chicken or have blackened chicken. Yeah, I have a
that blackened chicken off the chain.
It is, Popeyes. But I have an issue with how it looks.
D'Angelo says like bake. What is it? Baked sticks.
Bake what? Bake what? I ain't gonna ask you how you doing.
Yeah, that's a real form night. She giving up all the goddamn secrets. God damn.
Well, D'Angelo, do you eat fish sticks?
I don't.
You don't?
I hate fish sticks, bro.
What adult is out here eating fish sticks?
He got something to ever right now.
Nigga, who had fish sticks since elementary school lunch?
No, I was saying it's a South Park joke.
It's South Park, yeah.
Yeah, it's a South Park joke. That's why.
Just saying fish sticks, they were saying fish dicks.
And there was a parodying Kanye West, and he was like, "I love fish sticks." Yeah. When you said about it, made me think about it. When you said about it, it looked like baked, baked dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle said she never had fish dicks in her life.
Yeah, we know that.
We know.
We know that.
That shit was too easy. That was too goddamn easy. Michelle, you a hoop, boy.
So Zahira, you like fish sticks? You like Gordon's fish stick. Okay.
She love him.
Okay.
She love him.
Okay.
You're like, fish dish me up.
I'm gonna get some fish dick tomorrow.
Okay, I'm getting some tonight. Michelle's about to say no, so he'll say no. It's too late.
Too late now. Too late now. Speaking of which, South Park got a vaccination special.
I saw it. We looked at it yesterday. Bro. You already know that. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the funny part about this whole thing. I sure have no idea what the fuck we talking about.
Right.
And then he's just like, "Yep, I'm reading my Bible."
Right.
we talking about South Park, son, and fish dicks.
I know what
It
y'all
was pretty funny, Michelle.
I don't eat
It
fish
was.
sticks.
Huh?
He said he don't eat
I
fish
don't eat
sticks. He
fish
don't. He
sticks.
don't.
Okay, I got you.
No, Sean eat hot dogs with no bread.
That's the same thing in fish dish, bro. That's the same equivalent.
That's not the same thing.
You putting that abalone shaped item in your mouth, brother.
The what?
Abalone.
Almond?
That one too.
I'm gonna have a hot dog for breakfast.
You reached with that one.
It's the same difference. I get just of it. Amari said you putting missiles in your mouth, for Sean.
Oh, okay. Hey, Amari.
He said he gonna send the missile.
Yeah. Hey, that was good. That was a good laugh. Oh man, all of them know how to eat fish sticks. That's crazy.
They love fish sticks, man. Can't get enough. Can't get enough of fish sticks. Obviously.
Nobody heard that. This nigga crazy. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Got my head hurting all day. I'm about to... All right, let's go to the last topic right quick, y'all. Oh, nigga, I'm hot. Boom. All right, are straight black men and white people are black people? So you got video pulled up?
Yeah, I got real serious there. It's right here. It's the Instagram thing. Did everybody watch the video? Ask people first, because you might not need to play it.
You know they did.
Because it's a 6-minute video, so.
Wait, I can tell you right now.
Well, just go ahead and explain it. So, you know.
Yeah, because Sean ain't watched.
Go ahead and explain it.
So, all right, so basically what, if I'm not mistaken, because I watched the shit yesterday. So, basically, the guy's asking, is black people the black people, white people or black people?
So, straight black men.
Yeah, straight black man.
The white people are black people.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was referring to, was it gay people or women?
I think both.
Okay. Women. So yeah, so straight men not acknowledging their privilege. Unlike the privilege that the privilege that we have versus the non-privilege that women have, especially black women, and
or the lack of privilege.
lack of privilege that gay people have. See, Rad saw. She said she saw it and her mind was blown. Thank you, Rad, for doing your homework. You ain't no part of the damn show. Sean, you better fix your ass for Rad's meal.
I mean,
did you watch the video, Sean?
I watched the video. I have nothing to say about it.
Really? I'm intrigued. Why not?
Let's see. Let me see if I can make sense. When it comes down to going down that rabbit hole, I don't like going down that rabbit hole because I never win. That makes sense.
What?
Nah, you lost.
You go down literally every other rabbit hole. Go ahead. Elaborate.
Exactly. What's the point of keep going if I'm not gonna win?
You never win your arguments. You never have a good point for anything, but you still argue it.
Okay, well,
Sean, don't listen to her, man. It's not about winning or losing. It's just about getting your point across. That's all, man. What's your opinion? Don't listen to her, man.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her.
I don't have a point.
See?
I mean, I feel like it's bullshit. See?
Okay.
If you want
what's bullshit about it?
Get your ass out there and do the work. If you want what I got, get your ass out there and do the work.
So you feel like the perceived privilege is not really privilege? That men just work harder than women? Black men work harder than black women do? Is that what you're saying?
Look, why you gotta say it like that?
That's what you said, right?
But yes.
I'm summing it up for the audience.
That's exactly. Oh, well, yeah, sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now I see what he's saying, but he just said I think what he's trying to say is like I'm working hard for what I have. You should work hard also. But the thing is, Black women have to work twice as hard. Actually, three times as hard as everybody else, really.
I would say that's a large part of what's wrong with the world, just in general, is that people don't acknowledge their privilege. Whether you asked for it, whether you did anything for it, whatever the case is, we all have some form of privilege, and you have to acknowledge that. As a man, you have inherent privilege over a woman. As a straight man, you have inherent privilege over a homosexual man. Let's say a white homosexual man, because they seem to have the whole LGBT community there at the top of it for whatever reason. But anyway, but you do have privilege, whether you choose to acknowledge that or not. I guarantee you, if you were to compare salaries from when you were working at Frito-Lay with Black women who were doing the same job, you were 9 times out of 10 making more than them, because we all know about the pay gap, and Black women are the least paid among all the different groups.
Well, that wasn't.
No, they was making the same. They was making the same.
Yeah, they're making the same amount. If you were in the same position, you was making the same amount. It happens in the industry, but not at that particular.
Work. Whatever, okay. Y'all know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, no, you're right. It definitely happens across the landscape. Yeah, but that particular example wasn't But she didn't know. She's probably trying. She's just trying to make it relatable to me and you, Sean. But it happens across. It happens across the industry.
You can name any. Yeah, true enough. But you go to Amazon, the women and men make the same thing at Amazon. Like, I get what she's saying, but it's not everywhere.
But it's not everywhere, but it is a lot of places. And some of the jobs that I had early on, granted, they were fast food because I was a teenager. But when we actually sat there running our mouths about how much we make, everybody was not making the same amount.
That's not my problem.
Nobody said it was your problem. You know what? I'm not. Y'all go ahead.
I'm just saying.
You got to think. You got to think. Like some of these salaries aren't. It's not what you can do; it's what you can negotiate. Now,
that's true too. Is what you asked for.
So, true. Like some of it now, not all of it. So, like, because you could say, like, we both can go into an interview. Like, I can negotiate maybe a higher wage because I went to the school and I did this and I did this and I did that. So that has some significance, a little bit. But in general, yes, what you're saying is true. Like once you get to certain tiers and certain positions, yeah, the pay gap is substantial. Like now some of this lower stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a warehouse worker, like they bring in all warehouse workers, no matter who you are, at $12 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no pay gap there. But once you get into like a supervisor or operations manager, stuff like that is pay gaps there.
But it also like the CEO of Nike, the one who just recently got let go because she let her son buy the shoes and stuff. She was doing it because she was getting paid so much less than everybody else. And this
she said that?
I was just about saying that's not true. Then you can just say it because it makes sense.
Oh my God, whatever.
I think y'all missing the whole point of the video. You might have to say it. Yeah, so I think I agree with Raz. I mean, let me replay it just as a refresher, so everybody kind of get the gist of the video. All right, y'all, hold on.
I don't know if you should play the whole thing because it might become a copyright issue, but you can play some of it.
Gotcha.
Disclaimer: we do not own the rights to this video, and we do not claim to own the rights to the video. We're playing it as
just go audio,
whatever.
And then select Instagram, share.
Here we go, y'all.
Now press play.
What's good? My name is Charity Croft. You know what's super annoying? When we as Black people try to talk to white people about their privilege. We'd be like, hey, friend, I know that you're not a racist, murdering slave owner, but you still do benefit from a historical system of white supremacy that has put your people at the top and my people at the bottom. And then they respond like, no, bro, my nigga, I'm the furthest thing from just like honesty. If you guys would just like focus on building up your families and stop, selling drugs, you'd be better off. Of course, this is a response completely rooted in privilege, and only someone that is totally unaffected by racism can say something as crazy as racism is basically over. Well, check this out. That's the same type of stuff that we as black men always say to black women every time they try to check us on our male privilege in sexist ways. We just act like they the ones stripping, and we tell them they're really not being oppressed by men, and it's all in their heads. We can only say something as crazy as that because we are not the ones being affected by that type of oppression. And that's why straight black men are the white people of black people. And I know what all the bros thinking. Nah, bro, you tripping. Don't you know we out here getting shot by the police like dogs? Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin. Women ain't got to deal with that, bro. They ain't got to deal with that like we do. Yeah, bro, that is messed up. But have you ever heard about Bertha Spruill, Miriam Carey, and Michelle Cassell? Yeah, me neither before I started making this video, but those are the names of unarmed black women who were also killed by the police but got no media attention. In fact, black women are actually murdered by the police at higher rates than black men are, but their stories are left untold because it's not as interesting to talk about women who die. This means that even in death, black men are acknowledged more than black women. We black men are not nervous walking past a group of black women, while on the other hand, they are petrified walking past a group of us because 1 in 5 black women will be brutally raped at some point in their lives. Black women are expected to be independent, but not too independent that they're not a little submissive to their king. Black women are expected to be smart and pretty, but not too pretty because then we'll think they're not that smart and that they only get to where they are because they're pretty. And you know what happens when a black woman gets angry? We say, see, that's why you ain't got no man. As if their value as a human is predicated upon whether or not a man likes them. Meanwhile, we men never have to worry about that. A black woman could be a multi-millionaire. If she doesn't have a man, we treat her like something is wrong. Like women are still socialized in 2018 to believe that the 2 most important days of their life are prom and their wedding day. The 2 days when a man chooses them. When I, as a straight black man, walk into a room full of black women or queer black men, I am immediately seen as some sort of an authority figure. When I go to the cookout, I am immediately given the big piece of chicken. And as Damon Young, a very smart brother, says, I am given the biggest piece of chicken and the biggest seat at the table despite making the smallest contribution to the meal. And then guess what? My grandmama gonna tell whatever woman I arrived with that she better go make my play while I sit and play dominoes with my cousin because I'm a man. We treat women like objects. We put them next to fancy cars in our music videos because we feed them like cars. Something to ride and then dispose of when we're done. Something we can just put in park and sit in the garage and expect it to be there when we're done doing whatever. Something, an object. Women feel the need to lie about their sexual partner so they're not perceived as hoes, while we men pride ourselves on how many women we have sex with. And let's be honest, we don't even really have sex with them because that would imply some type of a connection. We usually just use women as human masturbation devices, sex toys. And then gay black men, they are ridiculed on a daily basis by straight black men. And ironically, it's not even usually because of the fact that they like to have sex with men. That's the interesting part. We as a society don't tend to hate gay men because they are gay. We hate gay men because they act like women. For some reason, in this world, the closer you are to the feminine end of the spectrum, the less value we tend to give you. That's why even straight men that are a little more in tune with their feminine side tend to hear, quit acting like a girl, man up, don't be a sis. Straight black men get to be angry, nasty, sexual, rude, aggressive, or whatever they want to be, and they're just being a man. But if a black woman displays any of those exact same traits, she is a bitch, a hoe, catty, messy, whatever. Black men can essentially be anything they want to be within the black community, except emotional, because that means they're feminine, and then that means they're gay, and then that means they're acting like a woman, and then that means they're less of a man. A man. The God-given position that deems you as an authority to which your woman must bow. Being a black man gives you the freedom to just exist and have no judge in society except maybe white people. While being a black woman means that your life rests not only in the judgmental gaze of white people, but also all men. being a black woman puts you in this weird intersection between being both black and being a woman, dealing with white supremacy and patriarchy, two forms of oppression at the same time. If we as black men don't acknowledge our position of privilege in comparison to black women, then we are no different than the white people that don't acknowledge their position of privilege in relation to us. I love you. One more thing, if you want to learn everything that I talked about in this video, plus every other piece of knowledge that I have ever learned ever,
hurry up.
the link in my bio.
Cut it off, man. Cut it off, man. Damn, man.
Yeah,
I got hemmed up, man.
This nigga stupid, bro.
What are you telling me I love you for, man? Gay ass.
All right, there you go now. Now, do y'all have a better perspective on now?
Yeah, he gay.
Oh my gosh.
That's why he thinking like that.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just playing. No, buddy, man. That was just a joke. But buddy, all his videos be on point.
Be fire. All his videos be fire.
All his videos be on point.
I think you're offending Sean with the gay style. There you go.
All his videos be on point.
All right, Raz said, "Now I do think black men face a struggle I can never imagine, but again, I think black women just want to be acknowledged that we have it rough out here." Yes. I like to hear his take on how the black male is viewed.
Well, I don't think that we don't acknowledge that black women have it rough. It's just that we're not doing enough to help alleviate it.
Fact, you're not using your privilege to make it easier for black women.
What privilege? You want both of us to be unemployed? I mean, what
it's not just a workplace thing. If you listen to the video, he gave me.
I can't breathe. This nigga said, "What privilege you want both of us to be unemployed?" What's wrong with you, Sean?
I'm saying. It make you feel better if I fix your plate. I mean, I don't understand. Like,
sure, yeah.
Like you want us. Man, listen, you can fix your own damn plate. You ain't got to fix mine, I'll fix my own.
But man, listen.
I saw been getting triggered lately, man. What's going on, man?
We gotta have to talk you offline, son. See what's up, bro.
Hey, get you some Nutri-Grain bars, man. it's blood sugar.
You can get you a Snicker bar, nigga. Fuck that. Yeah. You need some nuts in your life.
I'm not triggered. My whole hell no. My whole problem is it's like you want me to feel sympathy like I don't have it for my damn self. There's nothing I don't even have it right. So how the hell am I help you get it right?
So I guess little things, right? Like if you see a black woman being mistreated somewhere, stand up for her. If you see injustice happen to a black woman, speak out about it. We know our privilege isn't on the same plateau as the Caucasians, but we do know that just being a male, you do have somewhat of a privilege, right? Like I say, let's just say, like, use workplace for example. So in the workplace, you see somebody letting their homeboy get away with something, but then chastise the girl about it, say something to him. Little stuff like that. Like I said, we ain't saying for both of y'all be unemployed, but using that privilege a little bit goes a long way, though.
And I honestly feel like the LGBTQ community got more privilege than I do.
Maybe,
but we're not talking about their privilege. We're talking about yours, what you can do with it.
Yes, but they might have more privilege than you.
Why is it only my privilege I gotta save you? Why they can't save you?
It's not only yours. Yours is what we're talking about right now. We are talking about the privilege that black men have. We ain't talking about nobody else but
straight black men. Straight black men.
Straight black men.
That's fine. You are. I'm pretty much. I'm not saving nobody. Like I gotta save myself.
Okay, I mean that could be your take on it. That makes you selfish. That can absolutely be your take.
What you mean? You want me to save you so you go back to your boyfriend? No, I'm good.
Nigga, In the words of the Sean Merritt, who hurt you, bruh? Because what the fuck do you have going on currently, sir?
Raz got a question. Raz got a question.
My goodness.
She said, Piacho, I think you missed my comment, but I asked what privileges do black women have? I need to know so I can use them to make my advantage. Laugh out loud. Sean, if you see a fine black woman walk past you and your boys, don't y'all out crazy stuff to her to check your boys if they say something out of pocket. See, yeah, that's something like that. So if we send somewhere and a chick walk by,
that's some bum ass shit be around a bunch of niggas. No.
Wait. She said you walk by. So let's say you're at the gun range. Because you see, generally, I think when we've gone, you see more men at the gun range than women. So it's a group
no. If me and you Dwayne at the gun range, and this chick walk by, and Dwayne do what he normally do, like cat caller, you gotta check him at the time. Hey, bro, that ain't cool. You know, while he holding the M16, but you still gotta check him though.
But in your mind, you shouldn't give a fuck, right? Because she about to walk over there to her boyfriend, so you shouldn't say nothing. You shouldn't check your homie.
I don't know why anybody's surprised that Sean says.
I'm not gonna check him because he's grown and he's single. That ain't my damn business.
But it's disrespectful though. You wouldn't want somebody to check somebody if that was your daughter, your sister, your mother.
Am I there with them? Ain't nothing.
No, you're not.
Like, you want me to be no, I'm not being Captain Sage to nobody.
Okay. So like I said, so you wouldn't expect anybody to do it for the women in your life either.
So your grandma walking down the street and some dude be like, "Hey, mama,
rights, right?"
Okay, Sean.
Don't nobody cat call you. Women don't cat call men.
I'm saying
if your grandma walking down the street and somebody say, "Hey, mama, bring that ass over here." You don't want somebody to say, "Hey, bro." Hell no, not today. That's disrespectful shit. That's an old lady right there, G.
Be like, Grandma, you still fine. They out here calling your name, okay?
I have an amazing example. So we all remember the Soldier Girl video, right? The girl on the MARTA train who had whatever. D'Angelo, pull it together. Who had whatever issues that she had. And remember how she ran up on that old black lady? The young men on that train, it was their responsibility to step up and get that girl who had mental issues away from that lady before she attacked her.
No, it was your responsibility. That's your girl, right? You say it, stand up. Why not go get shot?
What are you talking about?
What girl you talking about? Who girl is it?
The girl on the train. You said stand up. If men are standing up for women, why you can't go get the woman yourself?
I'm not saying that a woman shouldn't have done it, but I'm saying there are men on there. Why wouldn't the men intervene? It's no different than if you're on a train and an elderly person comes up. Yes, anybody can give up their seat, but you would think as a gentleman, you would offer up your seat first before a woman did.
Shouldn't offer a seat up, baby. Should be like, equal rights, huh?
No.
Yeah. Roll the phone for you stand up. That's what
you should have got. You should have got pregnant by somebody with a car.
Oh my God! Oh my
classic. Michelle said, unfortunately, a lot of men feel the way Sean does and do not feel the need to protect and defend black women. Raz said, Sean, imagine if that happened to your 16-year-old daughter. Rachel said, I remember having a park down the street from my college and feeling sick to my stomach because I would have to cross men who would become catcalling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something we ain't do that growing up. We ain't no catcall shit.
I don't hang around people that catcall. So I mean, it's not something I understand.
So y'all seriously telling me y'all ain't never, even if it wasn't you ain't never been with the group of dudes in the mall or at the store or whatever, and a girl walk by, somebody says, hey, the girl don't say nothing, then it's fuck you, bitch.
So
y'all ain't never been in that crew of dudes.
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right quick though. I've been a part of that once. I remember, I think we was in middle school, probably about to go to high school. Me and my homeboys coming in from Greenboro Mall, catching the bus, and some chick was walking in the mall. We was coming out the mall. My homeboy trying to holler at one of them, and they're just like, psh, and we said some real outlandish things. Mm-hmm. But I also remember after doing that, we all just kind of looked at each other like, nigga, that shit wasn't cool. And we didn't do it no more.
You did the damage to that girl, but now afterwards you can reflect and say that ain't cool.
No.
Nobody in your circle knew in the moment, in real time, that bullshit wasn't cool.
No, we were like 16.
What's your fucking point?
My point is that we didn't have the maturity level.
We don't know that the men have.
Yeah, you had home training. Right. No. You don't want nobody talking to your mama or your sister like that.
But yeah, I think home training and having the which word you said, Dwayne?
The maturity capacity.
Not having a maturity level to understand that was wrong, or even thinking about it, like you said, from a perspective of my mama.
We always consider what the women go through. What the men, we don't know how them boys was raised. We don't know if they had home training.
Michelle said it's. I mean, Raz said, Michelle, it's sad but true. I view how I did my students. Hopefully, at some point, his perspective will change. But I'm trying not to raise my blood pressure having this conversation. Michelle, if it happens to a 16-year-old daughter, she on her own, right, Michelle? When you know better, you do better. Exactly, and that's what it was, Raz. Moment, like I said, we was very immature, 16-year-old young man.
But the moment changed in 15 minutes. Because you said right after y'all
we got on the bus, and like I said, I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, we just kind of looked at each other like nigga, that shit just wasn't cool. And like I said, we never done it again. Like we've been ever after that moment, we've all hung out together and been together multiple times and been places where typically you're probably in situations pop up where you do cat call or whatever the case may be. And we just didn't do that type of shit. If we want to talk to a chick, we walk over and talk to the girl, even when she with her friends. Mm-hmm. We'll go as a group, go all talk to them.
It took you 15 minutes to mature to that level.
I mean, some people do it.
Dang, pig, I make a mistake.
Hey man, hey, she think purple here, big dog, but you know what? Though some people mature faster than others. That's all it is. Thank you, Jesus.
No disrespect, but at the end of the day, I'm saying though, like when the women that's watching and y'all got that mentality. Y'all must not know what a damn city girl is, because them city girls ain't the same no more.
Bruh, first of all, nobody said anything about being a girl. So if that's the type of women that you are used to being around, then you treat them however you feel is accordingly, because obviously they're carrying themselves in a manner in which you feel like that's okay. I'm talking about somebody that carries themselves, or even if it's a stranger who you don't know. If she is not giving you any time or attention, because this is going back to the catcalling thing, generally the interaction is, hey miss, excuse me, a lady, or whatever y'all be saying, and the girl don't say nothing, that is not reason for you to spaz out and be super fucking disrespectful. That is what I'm talking about. But this whole city girl thing, I don't know what you say?
I don't know nobody that cat call.
You ain't got to know nobody that cat call. You know what the hell we talking about.
So I gotta go save everybody that cat call. That's not my responsibility.
I'm done with this conversation. Y'all go ahead. Y'all get on my nerves.
Ooh. These were some strong words there, people. Blood pressure was raised. Things were said.
Oh, but Razmia, so to y'all point, Raz sounds good, y'all number one fan. Michelle said she's number. See, now y'all about to have a girl fight in the comments, so who y'all number one fan is. Because ladies love y'all, even though Sean's an asshole. But anyway, but Raz, to your point about what the privilege is of Black women. So I'll speak to my own personal privileges. I have been fortunate to be surrounded by, so I think there's a privilege automatically in being a straight person in the United States. Like you don't get the hassle that members of the LGBTQ community get. So I'll say that. I was about to say being a Christian, but I am more spiritual than I am religious, so I can't really speak to that. But I think there's a certain level of privilege that you get with having a mainstream religious belief, because generally, if you stray from the beaten path, people have issues with that or whatever. I think there's an inherent privilege with that. I have privilege being raised comfortably. I can't say that I had a struggle upbringing or anything like that. We had, our moments or whatever, but there was definitely privilege in the way that I was raised. And I think that informs much of my opinions on, my adult life, and the fact that I'm spoiled and the fact that I require certain things and things of that nature. I think that's a direct privilege of my upbringing. And had I not had the upbringing that I did, that probably wouldn't be my thought process. Just being female in general, with the men that I have been fortunate to have in my life, they're not like a Sean. They're the opposite. Where they do think it's important to be respectful and to protect and take care of Black women.
I'm being respectful. I'm not protecting nobody else, though. That's not my responsibility.
And this is who you sent with me when I had to go pick up my machine.
This
one who said he shouldn't look out for nobody but himself.
He gonna protect you because that's my man.
Whatever. Anyway,
I protect him, so I'm gonna protect you.
Okay. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. But anyway, when Michelle said we have no privilege, I fight people about Christianity all the time. So, Michelle, I would have to push back on that. I think you do have privilege, because even if you think about churches, think about how many options you have in terms of churches versus somebody that's Jewish finding a synagogue or a Muslim finding a mosque. They are not anywhere near as plentiful as a Christian church. Now, you can get into the denominations and all of that, and can you find a Baptist church versus an apostolic church and all this other stuff. But just Christian in general, you can very easily find a church, as opposed to someone of a different belief being able to find a house of worship, if that makes sense. Yes, she said I had a 2-parent middle-class family, so that is a privilege, definitely. I'm going to reflect on my privilege, because that is definitely food for thought. Yeah. The men in my life is nothing like a Sean.
we can tell, Michelle, you got two middle-class jobs. She said synagogues and mosques and my how you say that shit?
Where?
Mosque
are plentiful here. Gotcha.
They ain't plentiful in Georgia, goddamn.
Yeah, at least not in our. They're there, but they're nowhere near as plentiful. Piatra was raised in the suburbs. Instead of saying whoop, she says spanked. I'm already getting off before I whoop your ass.
But he telling the truth. Piatra's the most suburban ghetto nigga I know. Because she was raised in the hoods, but she was suburban as shit. Hey, real quick.
I'm still in the hood. What did you talking about?
What hood you in?
This one.
Nigga, please.
I was riding home today. I was at the corner of South Harrison and Redan. I was like, nigga, we are one step out the project.
Are you dead, though?
I'm not. But I could.
Did somebody shoot at you today? Today, not yesterday. This my today.
Not today.
All right, then, nigga, you straight. Are you comfortable?
I say pow pows.
Are you comfortable?
Uh-huh.
All right, then.
Don't take it as an attack, brother.
No. I'm saying you comfortable in the hood, Jason. We all know this group. Dwayne is the only one who live near the other side of the folks. Dwayne stay by all the folks. We also outside.
Mexicans have.
No. Dwayne area has some Latinos, but his community isn't. Well, his community is Latino, but his area is not. His area is uppity. Dwayne can go outside his area and go straight to places that sell real food, opposed to us having Burger King, McDonald's, churches, Popeyes. Dwayne, he's seen churches at least 10 years. That's why he over here talking so much.
It's actually a churches by the courthouse. So,
I mean, you black, so you go to the courthouse all the time. I can't do nothing about that. But if you want to keep that from the courthouse, you would never saw that goddamn church. Am I right?
Right? That makes sense. That can make sense. Right? Now I think about it.
I get it as a person because I'm black, grew up poor, raised a Muslim, dark skin, plus size. Shoot, my privileges are going to be few. So I want to dig into that, Raz.
Wait. She said, and I'm a black woman to add to the list.
Yes. So I want to dig into that, and then I'm gonna let the guys wrap up if they want to, because it's 9:30.
I had a question, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Raz, so I can relate to a lot of those in terms of being plus size. I mean, so you can definitely look at it as a disadvantage if we think about societal norms and just kind of what the standard of beauty is. But then I also think it's who you surround yourself around too. I can definitely say my experience being plus size as an adolescent has varied wildly from my experience being plus size as an adult. It's I think whereas it was more of a drawback for me in my youth, I don't see it as much as a drawback as far as if we're talking about just aesthetics. As an adult, I don't know if men grow up and mature and their taste change. I don't fucking know, whatever. But does being plus size still inform sometimes the issues that I have with myself? Yes, but that is rooted in me from my youth and the experiences that I had, but not necessarily experiences I have had as an adult. And I don't know. Dark skin, so I don't know. These days I consider myself kind of dark, but I on the spectrum I can't really say where I fall, so I don't know. But that hasn't really been an issue for me, so I don't know. Maybe the only one I wanted to expound on was the plus size one and the black woman. But I can even say even conforming to just normal beauty standards in terms of dress and hair and stuff like that. I don't fall into any of that shit. I am not interested in anybody's name brand. My hair has been natural for as long as I can recall. I don't do nobody's weaves or nothing like that. And I think it's just about the people that I have chosen to surround myself with. Because according to D'Angelo, the only person he's leaving me for is Jill Scott. And I told him we could share her. So
that's not true. That's not true. Kelly Rowland.
Oh, okay. Whatever. That she's not a choice of mine, but Jill Scott, yes. But
it's not with Kelly.
What?
She just had baby number 2 so I don't know. She pissing me off.
Gotcha. Anyway, but that's you know what, we finished because we just rambling now. My bad, y'all bad.
But yeah, Michelle said she honestly got privilege in the black community because she got curly hair and green eyes. I mean, yeah, that can very well be a privilege. And she's light skinned.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I think my privilege is me being dark skinned because when the lights go out, you can't see me coming. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, colorism is definitely a thing. D'Angelo and I have been talking about that a lot lately.
Yeah, every time we get on here, Sean make fun of Dwayne being light skinned. I'm like, hey, bro, chill out. See, I use my privilege to tell Sean to not. I can't keep straight face. I can't keep that shit straight, bro. Sean like, what the fuck? Hey, now real talk though. Real quick before we get to the black business. Coming to America 2, Dwayne, have you seen it? That's the only reason I ain't saying nothing about it. Can't wait till you see it.
You can talk about it. I don't care. I haven't seen it now.
She said she don't think Raz, D, or P are dark skinned though. Nigga, you lying.
Who said that?
The light skinned nigga on the damn show.
Who, Michelle?
Yes. Michelle, I am
like Ricardo.
Yes.
That's dark. Yeah.
Yes. I actually was like 3 shades darker than this when I used to be back in my day. I used to be outside all the time, but that's not here nor there. Okay, so Sean P. Ladies, have y'all seen Coming to America 2? Please comment. Because if you haven't, we will wait another week before we say anything about the show. I mean about the movie.
Would Michelle be considered a ginger? Ginger?
No, nah, redhead.
She's not redhead with freckles. She just considered light skin as fuck.
With green eyes.
You know, Dwayne be trying to be light skinned as fuck. Sometimes work out, sometimes it don't.
Oh, I'm not trying. I am light skinned.
My nigga say that's my privilege, nigga.
That's right. All you darkies need to shut up.
My nigga. That's you let nigga call you a darkie like that?
You should check me, bro. You didn't use your privilege to check me.
I ain't checking my son.
No, you.
I ain't got no privilege.
No. Piatch, why you didn't check Dwayne?
I don't have any privilege.
Let me see. Actually, my natural hair color is dark red, but you ain't no freckles though. I have not, and y'all know I'm not going to watch it. My black card be revoked. Okay, cool. So we can still somebody talk about it. So first, Ashan, how you like the movie, man?
I liked it. I liked it better when I found out they was at Rick Ross' house, but you know.
Why? Yeah, I was curious about that.
Rick Ross. It's back to her all black and you know, they paid a black man to use his house. Why not? They didn't give their money to the white man. That's what we want to say, right? So, you know.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, I got you. Right on.
Vander Holyfield house.
Yeah.
Ain't Ross' house. I wonder if Vander Holyfield, where he stay at now? I wonder.
Motel.
I wonder if he be at the gate, just be looking in and stuff.
Hey, I wonder he go back there sometime because you know he kind of out of it a little bit because he forget where he live at. He like, oh my goddamn gate. Be like, look at the camera. It be like Ross be like, Holyfield's in your house more, huh? Who the fuck is this man? He probably mad as shit.
He might be crazy, but I bet you still got them hands though.
Yeah, you're right. It probably moves slow as shit though. Like movie P?
I thought it was funny. I just think you have to look at it as a standalone movie. I don't think you can look at it necessarily as a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But just as a standalone movie by itself, I think it was funny. I have no complaints.
So I like the movie. The movie was lighthearted. It's kind of like Raz was talking about here earlier. Need some lighthearted shit. The shit they need to get deep. This needs some shit you can laugh at, and then what it gave you. Storyline didn't have to match up 100%, and shit didn't have to make sense all the way around. It was just a lighthearted, fun movie. What if I said I don't think I watched the first one? Don't remember ever watching the entire movie. Raz.
Now you gotta watch the first one. The first one is a classic.
Raz, I'm gonna start thinking that you green down and light skin.
I'm with Raz on that.
Son, you didn't watch the first one, bro?
I watched it. I didn't finish it.
See, Raz, when Sean is green with you, you know your opinion is problematic.
Dwayne, you watched the first one, right? I know you did. I gotta ask though, since other people ain't did it.
Dwayne probably was in it.
Hey, look, he was barbershop nigga number 2. He was an old light skinned nigga who was talking shit.
What is that, velvet?
You ain't never met Martin Luther King.
Where's the spoon? There's no spoon. Yeah, man, watch that, man. Come on, man.
Classic, bro. Classic.
Come on, man.
That just hollered. I'm with her though, man. I don't know how the hell you can watch that movie, but anyhow, movie was good. Like I said, movie like hard. Going to it with the perception that it's not part 2, like actual, Come to America part 2. They're just the title of it. It's just a fun, lighthearted movie from the same. They brought back all the same people. Like I said, a lot of shit in there just to make it sense. It was a little over the top. I think they underutilized a lot of the talent that they poured in for this movie.
Yeah, they had way too many people in it. I feel like they tried to squeeze everybody in there.
Especially when you already got Eddie and Arsenio playing 30% of the characters. Then you try to squeeze in Lunel, some more people. I can't know folks. But yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
I don't know what her name is.
Michael Blackston.
Yeah, and Mike Lane.
Who else?
Man, I said, hell.
Tiana Taylor, the dude from Power.
Yeah.
Like, it was just Rick Ross himself. Like, it was just a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
What numbers for how it performed release? What numbers? Oh yeah, it was released. They says no one moving in America right now.
I believe
but it's not like as many movies in America right now.
Exactly.
So I mean,
but I also think that was based off of anticipation and how many people watched it just because of what it was. If it was on rewatches, I'm sure it probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't be in.
Barney probably whooping his ass on rewatch. For real. So like I said, for what it was a good lighthearted movie. Like I said, I'm like say it's for you not to take it serious. I'm just saying it's not like, you know what I mean? It ain't,
Mm-hmm.
It ain't something.
It ain't something.
It's not one. That's what I say. Okay. It's not one, but it's good though. Mm-hmm. Anything particular you like about the movie, Sean? You want to share with the people?
Sean, let me get the fuck out here.
I like the storyline, but I also feel like could it be better without the storyline? Like they just changed the rules of how the kingdom was supposed to be ran.
Yeah, I truthfully think that they could have did without going back to New York. But I understand why they did, because you want to bring those characters that was in New York back to New York. I mean, back into the movie. Like the barbershop niggas, to me, the funniest niggas in the whole movie. The old head cats, nigga, in there cracking.
I'm not talking about that though.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about the daughter wanted to run the kingdom once the dad died. And it wasn't in the rule book for her, and at the end they changed the rule book so she can run it.
Yeah.
You just say yeah.
I'm confused at what you're saying though.
But they did that in the first one, if you think about it. Because you remember, because like when
Akeem supposed to have his princess
married,
already done.
Supposed to marry the person that they chose for him.
The barking girl.
Then I'm about to say Forrest Whitaker. Damn, James Earl Jones was like, well, that's tradition. He's supposed to marry. We can't break tradition. Like, who can change it? And then his wife was like, aren't you the king?
Well, and actually, then he changed it. I thought you was the king.
Yeah, so they kind of did that in the first one also.
Yes.
So maybe that's kind of.
I'm just saying. Do you think people didn't want to watch it because of that? They want to see a woman, I guess, somewhere.
No, I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think you're looking too deeply into that.
Yeah, I said people didn't know their storyline existed until they watched it the first time. I saw
it might be going back to privilege.
Black people not liking it.
If you think about it,
wants these stereotypical black situations, deadbeat dad, poor. Deadbeat dad, drama, poor, etc. I mean, that might have been some people's perspective. I think a lot of people, from what I saw, a lot of people was judging it because they said it wasn't nothing like Come to America 1,
right?
And that they just basically did it a disjustice by with the way it was. It came out. That's all. But like I said, you can't live up to something like Come to America 1 because that movie was an epic classic. It's like Friday, #1, Candyman, #1. Like you can't, the Leprechaun, #1. It's a lot of #1s you can't live up to.
Oh my
God. Jason, #1. Freddy Krueger,
or Rocky, or Fast and Furious.
Actually, not all of them should have probably died on the table.
No, Fast and Furious, the first one. Cause I think what it is, like the first one is always the best because it's
introducing the storyline.
Yeah, it's introducing this what's new, and then everything else is coming in, trying to add stuff and trying, competing with.
And they're trying to mimic the old storyline to a certain degree.
Yeah, and it's just you kind of create lightning in the bottle with all the first, what I'm saying. Then the other ones are just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, they didn't need to go back to New York. If they would have utilized, they could have utilized cast that they currently had without the whole New York shit and develop those other characters and let them kind of, do their thing a little more because you had all this talent in the movie. I think it could have been a better storyline.
Well, what's the name of the movie?
Coming to America Again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to come to New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole name of the movie.
I'm just saying, like I said, you had to get the list, bro. The amount of talent, not just talent, funny ass people that you had on this movie. Like Lunel she better than anything. Michael Blaston better than anything. Like what's my man's name? It's another comedian.
But you have to go to New York, bro, because the name of the movie is Coming to America. Yeah, that's the whole point of the
Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry, nigga, was literally a backup nigga in this movie. He didn't say or do shit.
The guy who does the McDonald's shift leader thing too.
Yeah.
Like he had
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson, yeah. And that first was McDowell. Please don't disrespect them.
No, I'm saying his videos as shift leader is McDonald's.
Oh yeah, you see my Nav Green. Yes, he was back there with fucking with Rodney Perry. They were just looking at each other like that's the whole part of the movie, man. Stand there and look like you just came into a room somewhere. And the movie was shot so much. I don't know how much they paid for that house when they rented from Rick Ross, but they must pay the grip because half the movie was in that fucking house. Actually, a little bit over half. Like I didn't like the fact that most of the shit was in that damn foyer in that damn house. I'm like, nigga, God, in the house again? Shit. Between and the New York shit and outside shit.
Shot, that could have been because of COVID.
It could have been.
Maybe once everybody got tested.
But I don't think so though, because I remember they were shooting that. Who was on? Because two people was on set together. I remember the two movies shooting at the same time. They did on Tyler Perry's studios.
It was Bad Boys.
Yep. Yeah. They shot them all together because Martin, Will Smith, Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes all took a picture together, and Tracy Morgan. Yeah.
And the girl.
Lunel.
No, the princess. Eddie Murphy's wife.
Okay. Yeah.
She was in the video. I mean, the picture too.
Well, yeah. They all took a that's way before COVID. Because this movie been done. It's supposed to came out earlier. It's supposed to come out, I think, last year. But they pushed it back because of COVID. Lisa Dow.
McDowell.
Yeah. It was overacting and its finest, but I still liked it. Oh, at its finest. I can't fucking read. Anyway, yeah, Wesley Snipes' character was funny. I still think that if they would have put like Michael Blaston next to him the whole time, it could have been even funnier. But Rick Ross acting was terrible. That nigga
had one line.
That nigga, he butchered that shit. That nigga accent was king. They say the king is in America. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Reuse your house. That's all. Get your check and get the fuck out of here. But anyhow, but hey. We're going to get ready to close this thing up out of here, man. Once again, the views that are shared by Sean Mayer is not the views of, but I'm just joking. Not really.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. No, we're going to share this black business for y'all.
Welcome back.
Tonight, hold up. Boom. Boom. Sean, hold on. Time out.
Underprivileged females off my back.
Can you put your camera from that position? Because it look like it don't look conducive to
like he's standing over y'all jacking off.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna say that, but I don't like the view. That's what I say.
It ain't about you, bro.
Dwayne shouldn't like the shit either.
You ain't Michael. They ain't the Jacksons.
Mm-hmm.
What were they called? Jackson Fives. I can't remember his brother's name.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Here we go, y'all.
Tito and Jermaine.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones.
Which one will y'all be? Who be Tito?
I don't know, cause they had some weirdness in there.
Jermaine is the one whose hair is like glued to his scalp, right? Like
that's Jermaine.
Yeah, he did the glue away for the girl. That's Sean gave Jermaine Jackson. That nigga wild. All right, back to serious business. Love Makeба. Makeba.
I don't know.
Yeah, Love Makeba.
Love Makeba.
Okay, Love Makeba. There you go. All right, so this is a black-owned business. I'm trying to search some price. Here we go. All right, so boom. This don't show. I got one to show. I want to show y'all the actual. Here we go. So here we go. Some products that you got in the beauty supply store. So it's like hair care products and things that nature, natural oils and juices and berries. You know, some of the real stuff. Got some facial cleaner stuff, some face toners, some serum. Y'all know I like that serum on your face. This nigga here, boy. Shampoos, deep conditioner. Got the whole basket with the breast. Look at that. That breast is beautiful. So, this is an Instagram page. Love
Makiba.
Love Makiba.
Click on that. Boom. Straight to the website. Straight to the website. But your internet is slow than a motorcycle. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh no, this ain't information. Let's put that down now. All right. Here we go, y'all. Oh, look, she got stuff on sale. 10% off, free shipping, one bottle, 10% off. Okay. So like I said, okay, I like that. Hair care products. Look at that. Look at that. That was before. See that? Before. Now she got edges. Look at God. That's before the George Jefferson. Boom. Now she got a little more. Thinning. Not so much. And like an old lady, keep going. Okay, I'm keep going. But y'all get the picture.
You know, it's nothing on the screen.
Huh?
I'm just saying you're showing. I'm guessing you're showing stuff because I guess you're commentating as you're showing it, but nothing is moving on the screen.
Oh, for real?
No, it's just been on the Instagram page.
Oh wow.
Huh. That's strange. Hold on one second.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Wait, I got you. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Do you? You shared that tab. I think that's the issue.
That's
so you gotta stop sharing and share again.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. We apologize for the technical difficulties.
What you said? Let's try again. I know
so just share the whole screen.
Yeah, I said I kind of did it.
What you say?
I did it a different way. There I go.
Okay. That's better.
Now y'all see it. All right, here we go. Like I said, the ball's on sale. Look at that. It's a 1 month supply of that serum.
What's that shipping looking like? That free?
Hey man, it's free, man.
Okay.
Plus free shipping.
So you ain't charging an arm and leg for shipping. Okay. I see you.
On some items.
Yeah.
I was saying that's what I was saying earlier.
Right, what you talking about?
It's after. Before, after. And see, there go Dwayne got hope. Before, after.
Yeah, there ain't no hope for me, man. I tried it all.
Got hope. I need that for my beard. How my shit be looking like this right here.
Okay. Yeah, those are all natural ingredients. Aloe vera.
Say,
that's good. Yeah.
I love that cedarwood. That cedarwood do something to you, boy.
You know, the aloe vera is good for you for like the rings around your eyes.
Oh, I heard about that. People who get beat up a lot, they use aloe vera.
Yeah. Well, I ain't get beat up a lot, but yeah.
Right. You know, okay. So yes, like I said, this is. Let's see what happened. Go down. I'm ready to order. Okay, you go back to it.
Yeah, so you have to pick the product and put it in your cart.
Yeah, I got you. Mm-hmm. There I go. Makiba. Makiba. I just can't help
Makiba,
I see making ba. That's like make ba, but Makiba. There I go. I think both of y'all did it.
Hold on, before you sign off. Brad, what you talking about? If you talking about the laughing when D'Angelo said about serums on your face, no, we were laughing. It was that we weren't laughing at your comment.
What she said about Sean?
She said, I need this. I feel like my hair is thinning. Yeah, and then she said, Sean knows I love him. I can't wait for you to come back on so we can talk about it. Talk about what? Oh, knowing that Sean, he probably got his Pornhub tab open. Of course he does.
That's why he's looking at
it. He does.
He's looking at it in a jack off motion. Like, yeah. Soon as
the live ends, he got work to do.
He gonna be like, oh, well, South Park. He goes special, y'all.
Oh, in the weed.
Dwayne know what we're talking about.
But Kiba is the Hebrew name of the Queen of Sheba. Okay.
Look at Dwayne doing some due diligence.
Michelle said, "Who beat you up, Dwayne?"
Yeah. Depends.
He don't want to talk about it, Michelle.
Yeah, like in middle school, like a girl beat me up, but she didn't like hit me in my eyes, and then she just,
A chick beat you up in middle school. So let me ask you a question about that. Did you let her beat you up? Like, did you not attempt to fight back?
Yeah, I didn't want to use, I used my privilege, so I let her beat my ass.
At an early age, my nigga already knew about that privilege. Look, while she was willing on you, you like with your one eye open, you was like, I would knock your punk ass out, but bitch, you privileged today.
No, like, I respect you, Queen. So I'm gonna let you beat my ass.
and she was like, thank you, because I'm finna.
Right.
Throw this nigga up down the steps.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It didn't hurt because she hit like a girl.
You said who hit like a girl?
She did.
Okay. Some girls hit like girls for real.
Yeah, I mean, she was an actual girl. That's why she wasn't a man.
The bricks.
Like, hey, this fight ain't fair. You an actual guy.
Hey, can you imagine getting beat up? let me just close this out. Cause I'm about to say some real foul shit. Fuck it. You imagine getting beat up by a transsexual woman, and every time you be like, nigga, get off me. This nigga hit you hard.
Then get this guy off me, man.
And then you get in trouble for a hate crime. You be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This nigga beat me. Say nigga one more time.
Terrible.
You get beat up by Medea.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Raz,
do you use Jamaican black castor oil? Y'all been wilding all night. Well, thank
I got some of that.
You got some Jamaican black castor oil?
Jamaican black castor oil.
That what you put in your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Does it work?
Oh, man. You got a hairline back.
Started. Don't worry, I'm about to go bald again.
You should try. Well, shit, I tried. Well, I scalp it like it. I have a sensitive scalp. Yeah, PS got sensitive scalp too. Yeah, she said it works. Hey, man, I'm gonna hit you with tomahawk, scalp your shit off. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We had a wonderful time tonight. It was fun, loads of laughs. Next week, we'll come with some lighthearted topics so we can just sit here and chill out and laugh at the things that are said.
Can I give y'all some homework for next week? Because this is a topic that Sean wanted to talk about, and this one I'm ready to go head to head with him on. If you have never seen the wedding episode of A Different World, okay, you should watch that episode. Season 5, the last 2 episodes. It's a 2-part episode where Whitley is set to get married to Byron, and then things take a dramatic turn. Sean had some very strong opinions about it, as do I. And we can start off with that next week.
Well, I know you saw it.
It's on Amazon Plus.
I had to watch it again because, I think that was like, 20 years ago or something.
I was about to say 2 hours ago.
I was about to say for us, it was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's why, matter of fact, that's really why I was late.
No, it's not.
It's a different world. Ooh, that's all I kept doing.
But Sean, that sound like that.
Don't make shows like that no more, man.
Nah, bro. To this day, that shit good as fuck. Sean, Pierre said y'all good to go for that next week. Y'all got a death match, celebrity death match.
Celebrity death. No, of course.
So, it sounds like it's not going to be lighthearted.
We'll see.
Because you're going to have a discussion about it. Because you just said you're going to go head to head with him.
She did. And she said aggressive.
So it don't sound like it's going to be lighthearted at all.
But Dwayne, I'm not allowed to say that because I'm projecting. I'm assuming things not half-assed.
Whatever. So when I say head to head, I mean, I don't think it'll be I personally think everybody's going to side with me. Well, D'Angelo thinks it's wrong too. But we'll just have a conversation about it. If I find myself getting heated, then I'll back down.
Well, what was the sides? I mean,
I'm passionate about Dwayne and Whitley. Okay, so here it is. So Whitley is set to, so the main couple in the show is Dwayne and Whitley, best TV couple of all time. Anyway,
that's not true.
They were engaged. They broke off the engagement. Whitley met Byron, and shortly after, like a couple episodes after, they're getting married. So they're literally at the altar, and the preacher is saying, you know, do you take so and so and so and so? And Dwayne stands up, and he makes the most passionate speech.
Not you, Dwayne.
He interrupts the nuptials, and he basically asks Whitley, will she marry him? And Whitley says, peace out, Byron, and she goes and she marries Dwayne. So D'Angelo thinks it's wrong because she was committed to Byron and blah, 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 blah. I think true love prevails over all, and that she would have been doing Byron a disservice to marry him because she wasn't in love with him. She was in love with Dwayne.
No, that's not what I said. I think that's wrong because she should never agree to marry him if she still had any type of feelings for Dwayne.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, and then Ashawn thinks it was all wrong because they had to pay for that expensive ass wedding. But like I told D'Angelo, Whitley's daddy paid for that wedding, and Whitley still got married, so there was no problem. There was still a wedding.
Yeah, they had to change the name on the cake and everything.
Whatever. There was no name on the cake. It's a wedding cake.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Whatever. But these are my opinions and whatnot. I'm very, I have a lot of emotions about A Different World. So, yep.
I said, I'm surprised that Ashawn didn't agree with it because Ashawn is with you. He watched these sap ass.
Right. Ashawn's into love movies and stuff. And all he could think about was the price tag. Yeah. But then again, it's Ashawn. So
he brought him kissing puppies on the lips. Shit.
Right. Look, right is right and wrong is wrong. They should have whooped Dwayne ass in the rough.
What?
They tried to. They tried to. Hey, Sean. They tried to. Wait. They tried to, bro. But his homie, Ron Johnson. Ron is low key the best nigga on that whole damn series because every time something happened, Ron was nigga to stand up and be like, "Hey, not today, bro. This ain't going down." Like he was the lightest nigga on there, but he was ready to buck on everybody. Three niggas. Three niggas came and grabbed Dwayne's ass up. This nigga was run by himself, was trying to push these niggas off. And when she said, I do, that nigga turned around like, what's up, nigga? Y'all nigga, fuck wrong child.
But tell me, how was that wrong? That she was not in love with Byron. She loved him. I think she cared deeply for him, and they could have been happy, but she was not in love with Byron. That would have been doing him a disservice. She went with the man that she was in love with. Was it bad timing? Sure. But whatever.
So not,
oh my God.
Yeah, you might
Michelle, don't come out here being a baby.
So not Byron.
I'm gonna go ahead and block you before next week. I don't understand, y'all. How do y'all
continue? Byron not
triumphs over everything?
Hell no. Okay. Now Byron got to go to therapy, and every girl he messed with after that gonna get the pain that she was supposed to get. No, hell no. She was wrong.
People always joke that that's what turned him into Papa Pope after Whitley left him at the altar.
That makes sense.
But it's life. It happens. When you put yourself out there and you risk love, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. He lost.
So, like
Dwayne should have loved her enough to let her get married to him.
No, they belong together. And if anything, when Byron proposed to Whitley, so if you got time, you can watch all the episodes leading up to it. Mm-hmm. When Byron proposed to Whitley, the first thing she did was look back at Dwayne. Byron should have caught that and be like, you know what? I need to backslide out of this whole thing because obviously they still got something going on. She had just slept with Dwayne like a couple, I don't know what the timeline is supposed to be, but right like 2 episodes before he proposed. That was all on Byron, bro.
Michelle said her thing is being in love doesn't mean you will be happy. He was immature.
So I definitely agree that you need more than love to sustain a relationship. I agree with that, Michelle. But those two were meant to be together. They both had growing that they needed to do.
Yeah, so y'all don't even have next week. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't this next week?
Well, Dwayne, you was the one who asked.
Did I?
Okay.
Next time.
Hey, look, in her mind, Dwayne getting blamed some type of way. So
yeah, Dwayne is getting blamed. Yeah, I guess I'm the Dwayne.
We're gonna leave the rest of this for next week, y'all. So save y'all emotional feelings and watch the series, bro. It's on Amazon
too old for
Prime.
Whitley anyway. Oh, that's
right. That's nothing. I was I'm like, damn it, low key started rating this motherfucker. But I'm 42. In real life, she would have divorced him.
I don't think so. I think they would have persevered through the hard times.
According to Pietro, they still married to this day, cuz.
Yep.
But anyway, like I said, we'll say it for next week. Hey, y'all, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
See y'all tomorrow for Wine and Design.
Yes, at 4:00. Be there or be square. Do not be late. I will be sharp.
4:00.
And pressed to go.
Mm-hmm. Bye, y'all.
I'm saying okay, light off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor, man. Rest in peace, man. We're gonna get justice for you, baby. One way or the other.
And this is National Black Women Month. So happy National Black Women Month to all the women, Black queens. All right. Huh?
When is Karen month? When is Karen's month?
The whole year, obviously.
General, but D'Angelo is just saying Black women.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to Karen. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.